How are you doing, sweetheart?
Good. I'm always exhausted. I'm always tired.
I'm
I have
sorry. Is that
narcolepsy, so that's
you have you have narcolepsy? Really? Do you have a hard time with because you have a hard time sleeping then, right?
I don't have a hard time sleeping so much, but it's more of staying awake most of the time.
Oh, and that's hard on you, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when I'm driving.
Honey, did is that something you developed later in life? I don't feel like you always had this, have you?
I just got diagnosed with it like 2 months ago.
Because yeah, because I felt like it was like you were this was something later in life that you were doing. I wasn't feeling it was like something that's got to be hard. How do you deal with that, hun?
Um, I I mean, if I'm driving, usually if I start to feel that I'm tired, like I know it start to come on, so I just pull over and take a nap.
Sure, especially if you're on a highway, they got the rest areas. And it's like, hang on for another 10 miles. We can pull in the rest area. Those are such good things to have on the highway, don't you think?
Yeah.
Keep your doors locked, and pull over and just take a rest, take a nap. Like we've got truckers sleeping on in their trucks, all kinds of stuff. So, all right, honey, is there anything in particular you want me to do for you, or what would you like me to do, or talk to
Um.
somebody? Well, let me ask you
Well,
this
I
first of all. Can I ask you
okay.
something? Is your mom
Uh,
passed away?
no, she's very much alive.
Okay, that's good. I was just asking, or like a mother figure, like your grandmother.
um. No, the only
Okay.
no, sorry. And I was just gonna say that the only grandparent that is passed away is a grandfather, but
I
that's
did
pretty
hear
much
great.
it.
Okay, let's see what I hear for you. Okay, do you want me? Let's see. I feel like this is going to be more of a life reading, maybe. I don't know, possibly with you, but we'll try it out. The first thing I
Just do
heard was
whatever you feel like most. Um,
I've gotten better. That it was funny when I first started doing this. I wanted somebody to tell me who to talk to. As the more I've done it, the more I've progressed. As I don't need somebody to tell me, I just automatically kind of hear who comes through. Now, I don't know if this is for your grandfather or not, but you have a military connection or background in your family because I'm hearing about military with you.
um, no, not that I know of.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, very good. That's okay. No worries. Like I said, I don't always hear right. I try to, but I don't always 100% hear right, but I always try. Let's see what else. Now, do you have kids? I'm hearing about children.
no, I have cats. They're considered my kids.
Oh, do you have like two or three cats?
I have three cats.
Three cats. Okay, because I was hearing three, so your children are your cats. Well, let me ask you a question. I'm hearing about a lost child. Have you ever lost a child, or do you know somebody around you that's lost a child?
My aunt, I know that she had lost two, like twin babies at one point before
Okay.
she was able to give birth to another set of twins. That's the only
Wow.
like,
You know what? Those twins came back to her. That's why they were twins again. Those two twins came back to your aunt.
yeah, that's what I like to think as well.
Oh no, I know it's fact. I know it's fact. She's not echoing for me, Jenny. Why don't you go out and come back in, sweetheart? Sometimes you have to do that. She's not echoing for me. She sounds fine to me, but you guys, if you hear echoing, you guys can go out and come back in, okay? Sometimes that helps. Um, Now, is there something going on with like work related or like career or something like that? Is there some kind of career that you want to talk about, or do you looking for a new job or
Well, I am going back to school to for my master's degree in social work. I'm trying to do
nice?
clinical, so like therapy work and all that. And I'm
No
working
wonder
full time.
no wonder why I heard nursing. I know you're not a nurse, but nurses do clinical, and I was hearing about nursing or medical, and that's like a health related care. That's a health field. So, I was hearing the medical for you, darling. Like how long does it take to get a master's? I don't really know, to be honest with you.
For me, I was able to get into a fast, like paced program, so it's about a year, and I graduate in May. Um,
Nice, nice. So you're almost halfway done, almost. Well, kind of, I guess. So I feel like you've always been good with people, haven't you? I feel like you've always been good with people.
I would like to say so. I mean, I try and be nice to everybody. Um, and I mean,
Um,
I respect people. I mean, I mean, regardless who it is.
can
So
I ask you a question? I don't want to like pry too much into your life. Do you? Can I ask you a question? Because I
sure.
don't I don't know if this is for you or not, but I'm hearing about somebody being gay. Would this be for you possibly?
For being what?
For being for being gay. I heard gay.
Well, I consider myself queer.
Okay, that's good for you. Good for you. Because what I heard was that's what they were telling me about you, that you were, you like the same people. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just telling you that's what I heard. That's the word they told me. So I was assuming it was for you. Listen, when I hear these things, I don't necessarily know if it's for you or somebody else. So good for you. So can I ask, do you have a partner out of curiosity? I'm just curious.
I am married.
Oh, very good. Nice, nice. You know what's funny? Let me ask you a question. Earlier, I heard, have you ever been divorced before? Or have you only been married once, or have you ever been divorced before?
No, I'm been married once.
Okay,
So
very good. Okay, because I don't know what the divorce thing. What about your parents? Your parents may be divorced. Maybe that's what it is.
no, but to be honest, I think they should be divorced.
Maybe that's a sign for them to get divorced. Maybe. Do you think?
I just maybe, but I think it's just too late in the game. Like my mom doesn't, she feels like she doesn't have anything of her own, so she doesn't really feel like, oh, if
Yeah.
I leave, then I have nothing, kind of thing.
Can I ask you? Are you in your 50s, like late 40s or early 50s? I just heard like 52.
Reverse, I'm gonna be 25 um this Saturday.
Dude, I'm so sorry. Wait, maybe that's for your parents. I'm so sorry. You sound so mature. Dude, I literally thought you were in your 40s. You sound very mature, sweetheart. No offense to you. Maybe your mom's in her 50s. Is that what it could be for your parents in their 50s?
They're getting close to their 50s.
Okay. Honey, you sound very mature. I really thought you were, no offense to that. I'm not, I literally thought you were close to being 50 years old because that's how you sound. You sound very mature for your age. That's a good thing. I'm not knocking you for being not only 25. I'm just saying, I just feel like you're very mature. You act very mature, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You have an old soul. I think that's why, because you have an old soul. I feel like you've lived a lot of lives. I also feel like talking about your past lives, I feel like you've always been like a people person. I feel like you've always lived a good life, and your soul has learned many lessons, my friend, many lessons. I swear you don't sound 25, and I know other people in the chat are going to say the same thing. You sound so much older. That's why I was thinking you were in your 50s. No offense. I'm 55, but I don't think I sound 55. I think I sound just about right. To be honest with you, I don't know. Oh my gosh.
I'm just trying to keep
Wait.
the keep like my voice a little like lower. Since I'm at work.
Oh, no, no, that's okay. I'm sorry that you were at work. I'm so sorry. Where do you work?
I work at our local health department here, um, in North
Nice. Yeah.
Carolina.
North Carolina intro. Yeah, keep your voice low if you have to. I hope you have me on headphones. I hope you have me on headphones so nobody freaks out about this. I'm just saying. Good for you. Good for you, my friend. Can I ask you something? Are you and your wife talking about having children for some reason? Because I just feel like that's something you guys have been discussing or want in the future.
Well, actually, well, they have talked about kids, but personally, I kind of start not like, I'm feeling like I don't want any.
And you have that right, darling. But they're telling me this because you were at least talking about it, yes, to your partner.
Uh huh.
Okay, so that's just a validation because I heard kids for some reason. That's why I heard kids for you originally, because you guys were kind of talking about it. Um, Let me ask you a question. I just heard fire department. Do you have any relation to a fire department, or do you have somebody that works in the fire department, or is it fireman or policeman or something like that?
Um, in my family or like friends,
It
not
could be your wife's. It
necessarily.
could be your wife's too, because it's for somebody around you, sweetheart.
No. Mm.
Okay, I don't know why I just heard fire department. I don't know what to do with that sometimes when I hear this stuff and you guys can't validate it. I specifically heard fire department. Like, what do I do with that? What do I do with that, you know? Okay, well, let's see what else I have. Do you have a brother or more than one brother?
I have one brother.
Okay, very good. Settle down. Stop scratching. Settle down. It's okay. Lay down. Be a good boy. After mommy has her break, you can go OUT, okay? You guys can stay. No, not right now. Don't. My dog's raising her ears. She knows what I'm trying to say. She's like, her ears were kind of raising up a little bit. My son and daughter work third shift, so I try to wait till later on in the afternoon to try to give them time to sleep before I try to, the dogs are out there waking them up and stuff, because my son is right there by the back door. He hears a lot of stuff, and so he gets angry. But they can't be in here with me all the time. They have to go outside, you know? I don't know, my
Yeah.
friend. All right, let me see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. I'm making sure nobody else paid. I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, just you. Let's see. Let's see what else I'm hearing for you, honey. Um, I just heard you're going to do good at social work. I think you're going to be good. You really care about children, though, don't you? Even though you're only 25, you might not want your own children, but I feel like you love when the babies come into the health department, don't you? Don't you love that?
Yeah. Yeah. Most of the time, it's just here in this setting. It's just like I'm kind of like steered away because they're crying.
Oh,
But overall, I
Chris,
do. I do
Christina
like.
dispatches for the fire department, so that is for her. I knew it was for somebody in the chat because there's a reason I specifically heard fire department. Yes, darling, that is for you, sweetheart. That is for you. So that's the only explanation I can think of because it wasn't for Marlene here. It must have been for you, darling. Um, who is having health issues around you? Could it be one of your parents? Because what I heard was health issues. Could it be your father? I don't know why I'm drawing towards your father for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, if he was, then I wouldn't know because he's not really one to say much. But
Okay.
I feel like the only people around me that do have health issues right now would be I mean, my mom has some kind of issue with her back. She has high cholesterol.
Let me
Um,
ask you a question. Right before you talked about your mom's back, I heard spina bifida, dude. I literally heard spina bifida. Is there any, I don't know why, if it's part of your mom's back, if it's something she could develop, I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know why I heard spina bifida. Like that is such a random thing to hear, my friend.
I think it is because she did say something about like something with her spine, but like it does sound like
You're
I'm not
kidding.
exactly too sure, but it does sound like it.
Oh my, oh my God. Because literally right before you said back, I heard spina bifida. And then a second later after I heard it, you said back. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it, darling. I don't think that's a coincidence. That's too much of a coincidence because I've never heard spina ever. I've never heard spina bifida in my life doing this, and all of a sudden your mom said her back. Oh, come on now, that's it. What it is? That's I like. My mouth drops every time. I don't know why I do this. My mouth drops when I get these weird things. Don't know why. It's just so strange, so strange. But I love it. I love it. That's how it rolls with me. Um, let's see what else I'm hearing for you, honey. Okay, do me a favor and just maybe get back. Let me know if that's what your mom says, because I would love to know if that's what it is. I feel it in my heart. That's what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's spina bifida. I've never in this whole year of readings, I've never talked about anybody having spina bifida. I know, Crystal. I do. I really get shocked. I don't know why I do. I just do. I don't know why. I amaze myself, I suppose. I guess. I don't know. Let me see what else I'm hearing for you, honey. Who is having heart troubles? Because I'm hearing about somebody's heart, somebody having like CHF or somebody. It could be one of your grandparents, possibly. I'm not sure.
Um, Honestly, like I'm not even too sure.
Okay.
Um, but I haven't heard anything as far as like heart issues.
Now, listen, I'm telling you, I might hear stuff for the future, so I'm just using it as a warning because I do hear stuff for the future as well in these readings, okay? Just so you know. Just giving that a heads up, my friend. Just so you know, my friend. Let's see.
Was there anything like that you feel that is to come? Like besides, like what you just mentioned, do you feel like there's something that's supposed to be coming or
Okay. What I heard was okay, right? I swear to God, right before you said that, because I think they knew you were going to ask me, I heard Alzheimer's or dementia. This could possibly be for one of your grandparents. Do you see any one of them maybe developing the signs of that by right now? Because literally right before you said that, like the split second, you asked for what's to come. I heard Alzheimer's and dementia. So strange, so strange. So that's a possibility. Maybe even a great grandparents. I feel like is any of your great grandparents still alive? Is that a possibility for them?
no, it's just mainly my grandparents on my dad's side and then my grandma on my mom's side.
I just heard Alzheimer's and dementia again, darling. I feel like one of them could possibly develop that. I'm just being honest with you because I literally heard it again. So keep in mind that's a possibility, okay? I just wanted to let you know, sweetheart, okay?
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever lost a dog? Or the family dog? Because I'm hearing about a dog.
There was one recently.
Was this a girl
Actually,
dog by
two recent
chance?
ones.
Okay, was this one of them a girl by chance?
No, they were both boys.
Both boys. Okay. I don't know which one this is. I'm going to tell you the number that a name that I just heard, like Spike or some kind of S name. Did either one of these dogs have like an S name or the word Spike? To be honest with you,
One of them was named like Snow.
okay, that might be the one I'm connected to. So this was a boy, right? One of these was a boy. They're both boys. Okay,
Yes.
this might be for Snow because I just heard that repeated back to me. Do you know if Snow might have got sick before he passed away? Did he exhibit any signs of being sick before he passed away? Like
Um,
possibly cancer, because I just heard cancer, so that's a possibility as well for him.
no, but I mean, he did get really hurt. I think, because my dad was taking care of him like on another property of his, and I think one of the neighbors like might have like purposefully like hit him.
I felt like he got hit by a car because I was just gonna ask you when you started talking about that. I heard hit, so that is my symbol for that. Somebody must have hit him on accident or purpose, and that's what I heard. Okay, bye, Christina. Have a good day, darling. I'll see you this evening if you come back. Um, is it possible that his legs were hurt because of this? Like, or like just damage, a lot damage to him?
Yes, his legs were pretty hurt. Like he wasn't able to really walk after that.
Yeah, I feel like he was like limping a lot, and it caused. God, I don't know. I want to feel like there might have been some kind of internal damage because of this too. Maybe. How long ago? How long after this did he pass away? Because was it pretty fresh after this happened?
I it was about like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. Um, let me see what else I'm hearing for you, honey. Let's see. Do you know if he was cremated? Do you know if Snow was cremated?
He wasn't.
He wasn't. He was buried. Okay. Of course, I think I got both dogs here with me, but did one of the dogs have like a whitish color? Is that why you called him Snow? I feel like this dog is white for some reason.
Yeah, he was white.
That's what he's telling me. I kind of put two and two together why you called him Snow, and then I heard white. So that makes sense why he's Snow. Yes, I heard Snow. Okay, very good. Did he have streaks of another color in him? I feel like he had like streaks of like black or like some kind of streaks of another color in him. If that
He
makes
had like
sense.
Yeah, he had like black spots.
Yeah. Okay, that's what he's talking about. But he said he loved being white. The problem with white is it shows everything. You know what I'm saying? It shows on everything that you have in your house. That's a problem with white. All the dark furniture, you see all white hair all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I just think he left in a I guess in a I guess he was in a lot of pain, and then my mom was the one to take him to get like put down.
Yeah. He says, I'm
And
not in pain. He was in a lot of pain. He was. He says, I was hurting so badly. I was just always, it was just, he would whine too. He's making me feel like he would whine as well, wouldn't he? I feel like he's just a whiner dog because he was hurting. And he didn't mean to be that way. He says, really didn't mean to be the way. It's just I was hurting a lot. I think
yeah,
this
he
was
was.
I think this is on purpose because I heard purpose, sweetheart. I feel like the neighbor, this was a horrible neighbor that they just said, run the dog over, or. I feel like that's on purpose, to be honest with you. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was.
I thought it was on purpose as well.
Let's see what else I'm hearing for you, hun. He says, I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm okay, that I'm doing well, and I'm comfortable on the other side. He says, I'm no longer in pain. I'm not hurting. He's a puppy again. He's around a year or two old on the other side, sweetheart, just so you know. And he says,
Thank you.
I'm doing great. I'm doing running around everywhere. He's always in your house or your mom's house or all over the place with you guys because he's familiar with you because you were part of this dog's life. So that's why he's here. The other dog is okay too. The other dog is with him. He says, I'm with my brother. So they're both, that's what he just told me. He says, I'm with my brother. He said, just please tell my mom that, and the whole family, that I really am okay. He says, I'm enjoying my life on the other side. He says it's beautiful over here. He says, I love it over here. It's just gorgeous over here. He says, I'm playing in the meadows. I'm playing under the trees. I'm peeing anywhere. He says he's peeing anywhere he wants. Because there's no wrong places to pee over here, he says. So I feel like, how dogs like to mark their territory. I assume he's doing it over there as well. That's what he's kind of telling me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Of course, of course. This dog I feel like this dog was a good dog.
Yeah, he was very loving towards everybody. I mean, I wasn't really a dog person, but I mean, he was still very like
He wag his, I feel like he wagged his tail a lot and knocked I feel like he I'm shaking like this because I feel like he waved his tail a lot and he just knocked shit over. He hit stuff and it was loud. And he was just a good dog in general. He was a personal dog and he just a good dog in general. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely it would hurt when he would wag his tail.
Oh yeah, just like my daughter's cat. Oh my, his tail hurts like hell. He freaking moves his tail. I don't want to consider it wagging because he's a cat, but he freaking hits everything with that tail, and it is so hard. He'll hit the furniture, the bed, the wall, and it is so freaking loud. My daughter's cat Percy is crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let's see what else I have hearing for you, my friend. Now, if you would like to see this, I'm going to be posting these readings I've done today so far. I'm going to put them all on my YT, so you can find it on my YT, my friend. Just so you know, so you can go back and share it with whoever you want to.
Okay.
Your mom or your
Sweet.
dad or anybody you want to. This is why I like to record my readings and post them on my YT. Because everybody can go back and see these readings, and I just love doing this. I'm so drawn to do it. I'd do it all the time if I could, but I need sleep sometimes. I'm an early bird. I'm not a late riser. I'm an early bird. I've always been an early bird because I go to bed. My latest I can usually stay on here is like 10 o'clock. I'm wiped by that time comes, so yeah. But until then, I am up and at it, as they say, up and at 'em. Let me see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. Now, did you say one of your grandfathers was passed away?
Yes.
And you knew this grandfather?
Yes.
Is it on your dad's side by chance? Because I heard dad.
No, it was on my mom's side.
Mom's side. Okay. Well, whatever. It's what it is. I don't know. I'm just going to ask you before I dive into him. Do you know how he died? I'm just going to ask you that way. I don't want to dive into him unless you know how he died. Then I'll get into it.
He got into some kind of motorcycle accident.
Okay.
I think some kind of material like string got tied into his tire that caused the accident. I'm not sure how it really happened.
Dude, that's crazy. He definitely says it was an accident. He said it was a freaking horrible ass accident. And he's like, I can't believe I'm dead. He says, listen, I had a good life, but he says, I didn't want to die. I feel like your grandfather was still kind of young compared to today's ages about him passing away. So he was driving the motorcycle, you mean? Or there was a motorcycle involved?
He was driving the motorcycle.
Yeah, he says, you know what? He says, sweetheart, I loved being on the motorcycle. He said, I felt free. I felt good on the motorcycle. He liked his. Do you know if it was a Harley by chance? I just heard Harley.
Honestly, I'm not even sure what kind of motorcycle it was.
Let me
I
ask.
mean, he's a
That's okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any Donalds or Dons or Donnies around you, or any D names? Because I literally, as I was talking to your grandfather, through my head, I heard Donald.
no.
Okay, that could be for somebody else. You don't have any D names around you?
No.
Now I just heard William. Do you have any William names around you? Any W names?
No.
Okay, I'll just leave them. Listen. I don't know why I hear these names, but I do. I would never throw something in unless I would never talk about something unless I actually hear it. So yeah. Okay, let me see what else. So what was your grandfather's name, sweetheart?
So his name was Otilio. He
What was?
my I'm trying to figure out how to say it like in a way where like people can understand.
Wait, was he Italian for some reason?
No,
Port
Mexican. He was from Mexico.
Mexican. Okay, okay. Oh, so it's okay. What does it start with? Just tell me the first letter then.
An O.
An O. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Um, the way he's talking to me, the way he's making me feel that he was very proud of his heritage. Is that true? Because he's like standing tall and proud, and he's making me feel like he was proud of his heritage. Do you know if that's true about him?
Well, yeah, I mean, he was a very proud man. So I would say that's true.
Yeah. He was a very proud man, but I also feel like your grandfather was a very humble man at that, you know?
Yeah, I would
Um,
say so as well.
was he a hard worker when he was younger? I feel like he was a hard worker. He supported his family. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like he did as many jobs as he could to support his family. I feel like he did, like, he's telling me, like, odd jobs, labor jobs, or some kind of, like, manual labor. I don't know if that means something, if that's how he was or not.
I mean, yeah, that's how. I mean, he was able to. I mean, he did anything just to support like
Yeah,
my mom and her siblings.
of course. Hold just a minute. Yeah, that's what he's telling me. Gotta stretch my back, sorry. Um, I'm returning. My grandson showed me a secret how to, when you're on YouTube and you have these ads right here, push the up button on this. If you're like an ad's playing on here, push the up button so you get like a little eye inside of a circle for the information. You push it and you can go to stop seeing video and stop seeing this ad and return to video. So I just found out a way to get rid of these videos on here. I had no idea I could do it. My grandson's the one that told me. I hadn't even thought about that, to be honest with you. I was like, hey, I tried it and it works. Yay. So that's some FYI for you guys. If you guys want to fast forward to get through these videos, like the commercials, push the up button to go to where the little eye is in the circle for information. And then you can fast forward the videos and go back to the video. Fast forward the commercials. Little FYI for you guys. Okay, your grandfather. Let's go back to your grandfather. Like, is it possible did he die at a kind of early age? Because I feel like I keep hearing 40s. Is that like 40s to early 50s for your grandfather possibly? Do you know?
Around like early 50s.
Okay, I just heard like 52, so I'm assuming that's about when he passed away.
Yeah, about that age.
But you were kind of young when he passed away, weren't you?
Yeah,
Fairly young.
I was 16, I think.
Yeah. I was feeling it was around 10 years ago, so that'd be about right. Yeah. He says, I just wanted to tell you, sweetheart, that I loved you and I'm glad to talk to you today. He says, I've been wanting to. Is this the first time you've talked to him since he's passed?
I think so. Like I've never really, I mean, I wasn't really like as close to him as everybody else, but I mean, I
But
still
that,
do remember him.
but that's okay. He says, I just wanted to tell you how much I loved you. He says, I feel, but I wish we could have been closer to each other emotionally and physically and stuff like that. He says, wait, did he live in Mexico for some of his life or something? He's talking about, I just heard Mexico. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted. Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, they did. He was born there, and then he did come over here for a short
Okay.
while, and then he was deported, and then left.
Oh. Yeah, because he's talking about Mexico. That's definitely a big flag for him. Sure. Okay, very good. But he says, before I go, he says, I just want to tell you that I love you, that I'm okay, and I'm doing well on the other side. He said, it's beautiful over here. He said, you would not believe how many people speak Spanish over here. I have never heard anybody say that in any of my readings. He says, you would not believe how many people speak Spanish over here. He says, I love it over here. Yeah, that's crazy. That is apps. I've never heard anybody tell me that. Nobody. So that's just a good validation. So I'm assuming he did speak Spanish then?
Yes.
Okay. He's like, I think he's pulling his energy away, darling. He's kind of waving at me. He's wanting me to tell you bye, but he says, I'm sorry that I wasn't the grandfather that you probably wanted or needed. He said the main reason he came through was just to tell you hi and that he loved you and that he really is okay. He says, pass the word, will you, about that I'm okay.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. He loves you very much. And he says, I'm so sorry that we could not be close. He says, but he's calling you Mija.
Yeah, that's what they usually, like that's what they always call us.
Well, I don't know that. He said I don't know what they call you. That's why I said I heard Mija. So that is my symbol from him to tell you. He said Mija, tell Mija, Mija. Is that grandchild in Spanish? Or
That's the
child?
kind of stuff for like almost like daughter or
Terms
like
of endearment kind of thing for children?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't, like, I have not heard Mija in a very long time, but he said to Tom, he said, Mija, I love you. That's just such a good validation for him because I would have had no way that they would have called you that. None. So, well,
Yeah,
listen,
thank you.
you're so welcome, darling. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope that you got something out of it and I hope that you can, reflect back on it and I hope that you got some closure out of this, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was I mean, like I've never had one done before, so this was a cool, like a really good
You were
experience.
a reading virgin?
Yes.
Ah, yay! Well, I'm so glad I was your first one. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I love that. Thank you for letting me do this for you. I think it was a beautiful reading, my friend.
Yeah, it was. Thank you so much.
You're
I
all right.
really do appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. Let me stop this real quick.